Hey friends, Mike and Jess here.
And welcome to Regeneration Nation TV. We are at it again with a little something different. I'll let you kick this one off because this one's from you.
This is a new series we started. Jess kicked it off by showing me basically what we're going to do is things that we've fallen in love with, scenes from movies, scenes from video games in my case, that have impacted us. And we want to share them with our significant other, with our community, break down why they impacted us, why we love them, give some context. So, context behind this game, you play as a character named Eivor in Norway. You're a Viking, and you meet this guy, Basim. And man, I'm going to get emotional talking about it already. I'm an emotional wreck, okay?
What game is it?
It is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Okay.
I still have not beat this game. This game is hundreds of hours long. It's a giant open world game. And yeah, you play as a Viking, but this scene right here, you are hanging out with this guy Basim that you have befriended, and you are just hanging around this campfire, having a heart-to-heart talk, and man, it changed my perspective. I love when scenes in movies or scenes in video games they come across, and this is about children, your relationship with your children. And it hit me, man. It hit me, and it gave me a different perspective on what it means to have kids. And yeah, it's just how lucky you are, and like the ultimate, goal behind them. And just, yeah, let's get into it before I start just weeping like a little baby.
You've traveled so far to carry out your duty. Is this the life of a hidden one? Always on the move?
Mine is not the usual path. The creed does travel. Our ideals are universal. We believe that.
So there's nowhere you call home?
No place I call home. No.
Weird.
For me, home is family. But I have no family.
No one? Not even Hytham?
Parents, brothers, all dead.
I lost my parents when I was 9 winters alone. Without Sigurd, I would have...
There is always one unbreakable bond.
Yes.
Children. They bewilder you. They can cause you so much worry. Fill you with joy. Even stop your heart. And if you're lucky, they replace you.
That line right there, man. That's the freaking line, dude. The best moment in the game, I feel like. There's so many cool moments from this game. I have not played all the way through, but I've definitely sunk some hours into it. But man, if you're lucky, they replace you.
That line to me is so important for you as a father, for those two boys out there. For them to replace you would mean so much because I think that you are the greatest man I have ever met. I'm not gonna lie
There's
to
plenty
you.
of great dads out there, but that's like the ultimate goal. It's like you mold these children in your image, and you teach them everything that you've learned. They go out past that point and they learn more, and they replace you. You end up passing away, and they replace you. And like, I see so much of myself. I see so much of my father in myself. And so I know that they're going to grow up, and they're going to have parts of me that they carry on, and they see me in them. It's a rough scene, dude. It's
I
a rough
love
scene
it.
for me. But yeah, it's like, I just want to listen to it again because it's just such a beautiful, well-written scene. Video games for me, like, I love story-driven games, and somebody had real life experience, and that's what inspired them to write this. Somebody wrote this. Two voice actors voice acted these characters. The digital artists who put this entire scene together. It's so much more work that goes into something like this.
Yeah.
than just a normal acted scene, I would think, because I mean it takes a lot of work to animate all of this, and just to get this one point across, dude. Like,
That is so beautiful, and it's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Not even, because it wasn't even over after that.
there is more after
But
this, but man, this
yeah.
is the moment that I wanted to show you,
Oh
because it's
my
just
gosh. They cause you so much worry and then fill you with joy. That just reminds me of our day today. Our son busted his lip, and it was a little bit deeper than we thought, and I freaked out because I'm like, oh my gosh, we gotta go to the hospital. And he's just like a champ. He's not moving, so he's talking like this because he can't move his lip. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, is he okay? Everything all right? Every time that baby cries, I'm just like, is she okay? Is everything all right? It's just you have so many questions on your mind of how they're going to turn out. Is everything going to be okay? Am I going to mess them up? Am I going to do something to, you know what I mean? How are we going to affect their lives? It's so crazy being a mom and a dad. Like, you're responsible for the next generation.
and it's like this guy Basim, he lost his child, and you know that's what he's like. If you're lucky, they replace you, and some people aren't that lucky, man. This scene literally breaks my heart. It makes me very like lucky, makes me count my blessings for what I do have, and I just continue to count my blessings every day, and I hope that one day they replace me, you know. And it breaks my heart for those parents that aren't so lucky.
Even stop your heart. And if you're lucky, they replace you.
How dare you?
I was not so lucky. I had a son. I miss him terribly. Even now.
I am sorry, Basim.
He was taken from me. By someone I trusted. A friend, a mentor. A man who I would trust with anything. But a man you trust with anything can take everything. He took all I had. All I had.
Oof. That
Rough.
last line, that was like he had been thinking about it for so long, and he had finally said it with like, there's still that underlying craze of rage, but it's like
Yeah.
a calming. Like, that was a little intense when he said that. It was like a calm way of saying it, but it was like you can still feel the rage underneath the all I had.
Yeah, he's actually going to be the main character in the next Assassin's Creed game, which is, you know, cool. Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. But man, that line right there, dude, all the freaking just there's so much in it. So much in it. 2 minutes and there's just so much in it. And I
Yeah.
love it.
Golly.
Still gets me to this day. Oh,
That's beautiful that
apart.
you have movies that you relate to, music that you relate to, and then also people who make video games do the same thing that they do when they make movies. They think about their experiences and the people that are watching this and giving them such a good ride to go on. It's so nice to see, because I've witnessed you play these games, and I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed. Did I play Valhalla, or was it the other one?
Did you play any Assassin's Creed? I know you played Horizon a little bit.
I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed because I played as the girl instead of the guy.
Yes, Cassandra.
Yeah, Cassandra. Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Odyssey, that's what it was. Yeah, I played a little bit of that, but I didn't really get
Amazing
into the
game.
story of it. So I would have loved to go back and get into the story of these. 'cause
That
it
game
seems
has
like-
some incredible moments too.
Yeah.
Very heartbreaking moments as well. But I think that this is probably my favorite just 2 minute section of any of them, honestly. Like Assassin's Creed Odyssey is probably my favorite of the series. But man, this moment right here, man. It's just There's a reason somebody cut it and put it up on YouTube just this moment, because
Yeah.
it's impacted a lot of people, I'm sure. If you've played through the game and you get to this point, you're like, oh, Basim goes from being just like this side piece character to like a pivotal character in your mind at that point. And I think this scene obviously connected with a lot of people because now he's going to be the main character in the next game. It's like, okay, wow. So it's very cool. It's very cool.
I just watched a pivotal moment for the next game. That's exciting.
Thank you for joining me on this, Jess.
Thanks for showing me.
I'm glad that we're doing something like this, and yeah,
I
I'm
like
excited.
to see pieces of you and what makes you tick, and things that I didn't see with you, and then get to watch them again with you and see how you feel about them. That's awesome.
Cry like a baby. Just kidding.
You know what I also enjoy?
Cried like a freaking man.
Is when we show something from us to the community, y'all in the comment sections, and how you react to it, and how it affects you or how it affected you, because if you watched it for the first time, we love starting that conversation. We love having that conversation. So please, down below, let us know.
Yeah, if this is your first time seeing this, let us know how it affected you, some thoughts that it might have spurred in you. And if you're new to the channel, hello, friend. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We got plenty of more stuff like this coming.
Yes.
And yeah, if you let me know what it was like for you the first time you experienced this moment. And yeah, did it hit you like a ton of bricks? Did it hit you like a knife right through the heart like it did me? Yeah. Thank you for joining me on that, Jess. That was beautiful. Thank you all for joining us as well. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, friends.
Peace.